What's going on, guys? This is Jack of Jack Stone Bricks coming at you with another custom Lego minifigure showcase, and today we are looking at the Suicide Squad based on the comics. So today we've got Rick Flagg, Amanda Waller, Enchantress, Bronze Tiger, Peacemaker, and Blockbuster, as well as I just threw in Deadshot and Captain Boomerang, although these are official Lego minifigures. Really the only difference that I added is I just painted a little bit of red on the side of Deadshot, so we're not going to be taking a look at either of those two figures. But yeah, that being said, guys, let's get into it. Up first, here we have, zoom in just a little bit, she's kind of small. This is Amanda Waller, the the benefactor, the government agent in charge of Task Force X, the Suicide Squad. Now, you may be wondering immediately, why does she have the short purple legs? Well, for one, I think the tall purple legs just would not work at all due to the fact that she is, in the comics, a rather short and rather stumpy character. That's what I've gone with here. Looking rather stumpy. Not one of my greatest costumes in the world. The face I'm pretty happy with. It is painted by me completely, and I think it looks pretty good. It gets her sort of no-nonsense attitude across, I think, pretty well. This is one of her more iconic looks in the comics, the more magenta-y purple kind of color, and the purple pants there, and a yellow shirt. There's really not a whole lot to say about this figure. It's a really simple one. She's got the sumo wrestler hair. I think I used a coral figure to make this one. Purple legs, like I said, brown hands, yellow shirt. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but it's Amanda Waller, and you can't have a Suicide Squad without the bitch in charge. This here is Rick Flagg. He's, in charge of the Suicide Squad. This is the comic version of Rick Flagg, but you wouldn't be pressed in thinking that this is the Suicide Squad 2021 version of him. Now, for the head, I went with the Harry Osborn head, as I go with for many customs. I do plan on making a different head for him at some point in the future, but for now, I'm really happy with this. And as well with the hair, I think a flat top dark orange might look a little bit better than this medium nougat Mutt Williams hair, but you know what? It's fine for what it is for right now. I'll maybe fix that in the future. The torso is completely painted by me. Not one of my greatest, but not a bad one either. Just a v-neck, really silly v-neck, very deep v-neck in the comics, all the way down to the bottom of his pecs almost. He's got abs, you know, the whole muscle thing, a silver belt buckle. He's got these red lines on the side of his pants, which are from the comics. They'd be more on like the actual side, but I thought if they were to make this as a Lego figure, they'd probably put the red there, or they probably just would give him plain black legs, but whatever. Yellow dual molded arms. I mean, yeah, the yellow doesn't look amazing. From most angles in real life, he looks pretty good, but with this heavy lighting, you know, things can look a little bit worse, but I'm still happy to have this figure. It's one of my favorites out of this lot. Here is one of the squad's original members. Not original, but in the John Ostrander line, which is what most people remember the Suicide Squad for. Anyways, this is Bronze Tiger, like I said. The figure is pretty simple. I took an Aquaman torso and added these like red lines, like these cheetah kind of print lines, and I think that came out really nicely. The belt is just straight up, I just painted over the Aquaman belt in black with a little bit of like a knot painted there. There's a little bit more of the red at the bottom of that, if you can see that, which I believe you can. Yeah, the head, which this is why I need the brightness up, because for some reason the faces on these brown, or these reddish brown minifigure heads don't come out as good. But yeah, he's got these like yellow, sort of like tiger face thing on here. I mean, I could have gone with the tiger head look. I could have taken a maybe like a Chima piece and made that, but I think in the comics he's usually not wearing the tiger helmet that he has. That face is painted by me. It came out pretty well, I think. Just some flat top hair. yellow boots. They don't go all the way around on this figure, unfortunately. Red line on the top. You know what? I think this figure works for who he is, what I was going for. I'm happy with it. And that's Bronze Tiger. This here's Enchantress. She can enchant. She's green. She's got a hat. The face on this one is really funny. I kind of accidentally nailed Cara Delevingne's likeness, even though I was going for a comic version of Enchantress. And I saw that, I was like, yeah, that kind of looks like Cara Delevingne. I just started dying laughing, and I was like, all right, the figure is done at this point. The torso here is painted by me as well as the head. This one's fully painted. Red scarf and red shoes. You can also go with her second look, which is this red bandana and no scarf and then hair, but obviously that red bandana doesn't look too great as the hat chips away at that paint. Black legs, green hips there with the black painted over, red shoes. Another really deep V-neck. The Suicide Squad loves their deep V-necks, I guess. I really like this figure. Came out good. This might be my favorite one, just because of how funny that head is. I think it just, this is like where the style that I want all my figures to look like at some point in the future. I want all my customs to have painted faces similar to that style. So yeah, that's Enchantress. She can enchant, and she's possessed or something. I mean, I haven't seen that movie in a while. I don't really know this character from the comics that well. I just know that movie is trash, and she was a trash villain, but whatever. I really like this custom. Up next, a lesser known Suicide Squad member. I believe he was actually the first character to die in the Suicide Squad. This is This is Blockbuster. I almost called him Cell Blocker. Blockbuster here. Not sure if he was named after the store or not, but either way, rest in peace to Blockbuster. Gone, but never forgotten. He's got some magenta pants there. I think they're actually just called purple. I think that's the color purple from Lego. Just painted like a little bit of muscle detail because he just wears a yellow shirt. I think I nailed the likeness on this figure. The only thing I did, I took a Colonel Dovchenko head from Indiana Jones and added just a little bit of black around the eyes. And I found this hairpiece, which is a Qui-Gon Jinn hairpiece with some of it chopped off, that I think I used for a Thor, maybe back in 2015, around the time Age of Ultron came out. And I found this in my bin of hair pieces and said, wow, that works. So yeah, he's got some feet painted. You can look at him all the way around, as most of my characters you can. Occasionally I let one slip by me, but yeah, this is not one of my favorite characters. I thought I'd make him because he was easy, and he was also the first Suicide Squad member to die in the comics. Fun fact, it actually took about 20 to 30 years before anybody blew up, anybody's head exploded in the Suicide Squad. Kind of surprising, but yeah, that's how it used to be. Now, you know, people are dying left and right in the comics with their heads being blown up, and maybe even in the movies sometimes. You know, you never know. Rest in peace, Savant. Yeah, this is Blockbuster, and I don't know. I think he's a big, strong guy. I think he busts in walls. That's why they call him Blockbuster, because he can bust up a block. I don't know, man. Stupid character. Kind of a funny looking figure though, so I'm happy with it. Last but certainly not least, here is Peacemaker, who is actually a pretty recent addition to the Suicide Squad, although he has been in DC Comics for quite some time. I mean, he looks exactly like he does in the movie, The Suicide Squad. I'll do a little comparison. I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah, just compare that and that. I mean, it's pretty damn similar. This is based on his first appearance as well, not on his modern comic. His modern comic design is just straight up this John Cena look. But yeah, all right, this figure, right? All right, he's got a sword. I don't know if he really has a sword in the comics, but he does in the movie for a bit, so I threw that on him. Painted the red sleeves. This one's actually a little bit more intricate, I guess. Black pistol. This is actually the most recent figure that I made for this showcase. The torso has a little eagle on there. I think it came out a lot better than I expected it to. Based on the comic image that I went with, he only had a couple of abs showing through and just a little bit of his pecs showing through. So more of a t-shirt look than the more skin-tight Kevlar of the movie. A little bit of dark blue detail up here. Dark blue boots that go all the way around. And then this head. So this head is the main focus of this figure. You can see in those white eye holes, I did paint eyes, even though in the comics he's doesn't typically have that. I just thought it would add a lot to the look of the character and make it actually feel like there's a person in there. Added the mouth, and then pretty much just painted silver around the whole head. And I mean, yeah, sure, he should have like a little sort of something like this going around the head. But you know what? I think this fits my style of customs pretty well, and I'm pretty damn happy with it. I mean, Peacemaker really threw a curveball at me in the movie, and really made me dislike him for a bit. But as I've watched the movie a couple more times, this is probably my favorite character in the movie, and I'm very excited for the Peacemaker TV series, which is coming, I believe, in January. So be excited for that, everybody. And yeah, that was the last figure in the lot, I believe. So let's put all these back up and let's do the final words. Well, there you have it, guys. There's a up close and personal look at my Lego Suicide Squad custom minifigures. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh shit, I realized I forgot Bronze Tiger. There you go, Mr. Tiger. I really enjoy making these customs. I love the Suicide Squad. I always have. You can look back on my channel, I think 2015, pretty early in the year, before right around the time I guess the movie would have been announced, but like before trailers or anything came out for it, I was already pretty invested in the characters. I thought it was a really interesting concept of villains that were forced to do good things, not redeemed villains, still like just bad people that are forced to do somewhat good things, sometimes good things, sometimes not so much. But yeah, I love these figures. I love these characters. This is one of my favorite showcases that I've ever done on this channel. I hope you guys feel the same way. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, push that notification, share this video out with your friends, your nerd friends, anybody who likes Lego, anybody, even an acquaintance. It doesn't have to be your friend. You can share it to your fucking grandma for all I care, man. Just you know, keep on watching the videos, keep on doing what you love, keep on being you. And keep coming back for more Lego, DC, Marvel, whatever content, whatever kind of content you guys want to watch. As long as it's something that I want to make, it will be the content that you guys get to see. So with that being said, take care, everybody. Peace out.